Hey everybody, so each year we do a video that talks about all things CrossFit Open with it coming up in 13 days. So with that, we did put out a blog post recently that answered some of the frequently asked questions. It talked about themes that we're going to be doing each week just to build camaraderie and community and just have fun. So if you didn't look at that, take a look at that first and foremost. So with the Open, there is the option to sign up on CrossFit.com, CrossFitGames.com, and pay $20 to do so. There's also the option to not do that. So by paying it, there are 3 divisions that you would choose from: RX, Scaled, and then Foundations. So with that, by doing that, it stacks you up against people around the world. So even if you're not necessarily looking to compete or make it to the next level, it's just a cool way to see, where do I stack up with people in my age group? And if you're a numbers person like me, I just always find that helpful every year just to see what's changing, either upward trend or downward trend, if anything. So it's not required, but we do encourage it because it's just fun to see. And within the RX, Scaled, and Foundations, if you are somebody that says, I'm typically a scaled athlete, but I can do a lot of the RX movements, or I'm actually, I missed out last year. I should have done RX because there was only one movement that I couldn't do last year, and I would have gotten more points by doing RX as much as I could, and then just doing things scaled when I couldn't. So that is one thing to consider. And those that sign up as RX, even if they end up scaled, you will actually get more points than those that sign up for scaled the whole time. The other piece with that is sometimes the CrossFit adjustments are different than what we would do, or not as well-rounded. So if you are somebody that doesn't sign up, but you see the workout and you say, I can't do that, so I'm just not going to come on Saturday. Still come. We will have our health, fitness, performance, and comp levels just like we normally would. So that there are more options outside of what the CrossFit levels provides. With the announcement, so Thursday the 16th of February, Thursday the 23rd, and Thursday March 2nd at around 2 p.m. they will announce the workout. Once they announce it, you have from then until Monday at 5 p.m. to do the workout and to log your score. If you are signed up via the CrossFit Games website, then you need to not only put your score in SugarWOD with our community, but also to enter it in the CrossFitGames.com website to get your points. If you don't hit the 5 p.m. deadline, then you miss out on those points. So you definitely want to make sure you do that. But with the live announcement, it's usually on the CrossFit Games YouTube channel. You can go to CrossFitGames.com and see it. And what they will do is have 2 high-level CrossFit Games males go head-to-head, and then they'll have 2 high-level CrossFit Games females go head-to-head. And so it's just a cool way to see what's their strategy. I mean, most of the time they do it unbroken, but it's kind of cool to see how long does it take them, and then also start to be thinking about it to figure out your individual strategy. And it's nice to have that information on Thursday, knowing that we don't do it till Saturday, so that you can practice movements if you don't have them yet and whatnot. If you want to figure out a good game plan but aren't sure, of course, reach out to us coaches, us staff, and we can help with that as well. We are, like I mentioned, doing the WODs on Saturdays. So the normal 7, 8, and 9 a.m. classes will not be happening. What we do is we allow open gym to happen from 7 to 8 a.m. only in the small gym on Saturdays. During that time, us coaches are going to be setting up for the actual open workout in the big gym. So we are only allowing that in the small gym. Hopefully those that are partaking in that are only doing so because they either work or they have a specific conflict, not because you don't want to partake and be a part of the community. So we really recommend being a part of the community if you can. And then, some people might have to go at different times. We will always have a sign-up sheet. We will release that. You'll be able to access it by Thursday night when Friday's workouts are released. There will be a sign-up sheet so you can sign up for a heat time on there And if you need an early heat or a later heat, just let us know depending on work and whatnot. One question is, what if I can't do it on Saturday or some of the Saturdays? Then you are allowed to do it on Friday. We just ask you either do it off to the side if you're going during a class time or in the small gym if there is not anything going on in there. If you are registered via CrossFitGames.com, you will need a judge. They need to count your reps, making sure that there is integrity of the movement to get your points. So that should be what we do all the time, but even more so with the CrossFit Games open workouts, that needs to be done and judged if you are signed up. If you're not signed up, technically you don't have to have somebody judge you. I think it's fun because then they call your reps and they can cheer you on. But if you are registered, that is 100% needed. So the other question a lot of people have is, when should I take a rest day? Obviously, like anything, listen to your body. As we all know, 1 week may be a little bit more tough on the body than other weeks, but listen to your body first and foremost. Know that the Fridays of the open weeks will be a little bit more active recovery style. So it's not going to be super heavy lifting or super high volume. So we'll definitely have workouts that allow for you to still move at a manageable pace, but we don't want you to be burning yourself out or going super hard. For those that, again, can't make it on Saturdays, we will try to have the ability to ramp up that Friday workout, but the intention overall is active recovery so that as a group, we're all able to come on Saturday and do that. The arrival time on Saturday, typically 7:30 would be a good time, especially if you're going in the very first heat at 8 a.m. At 7:45, we will brief the workout. Here is what it is. These are the standards. This is what you need to do. And then the first heat kicks off at 8. So even if you're someone that is like, I'm not going until 9:45 for my heat, I'm just not going to show up. Until then, if you have the ability to come, I would recommend it, just because it's being a part of the community again. It's really fun to be in the middle of doing a tough workout and have people around you cheering you on. It's also a good way to get more immersed in the community. So if you're somebody that says, I haven't really met a lot of people yet, or I'm not one to put myself out there and meet people, this is a good time to do that, to meet people from other class times. If you are typically an AMer only or a PMer, you'll get to meet more and more people. With the warm-up portion, so we do not take you through a warm-up. With this is a warm yourself up. There will be a warm-up provided, but it's general and generic, custom to the workout, but some of you may need more or less. So that's where the open preps, if you have not done them yet, we highly recommend it. Everybody that has done that, there's a component of it where we together figure out what would be good movements to do to prime us for this workout, so that it actually gets you thinking a little bit more in terms of what do I need to do to specifically warm me up. So definitely recommend trying to get to those open prep days if you can, as there's 2 more of those before the actual open starts. Sugar WOD should be downloaded if you don't already have it, because as I mentioned, when we release the workouts, or the heat sign up, that's where you'll do it. You can try to Facebook or email us. Email is going to be preferred. Facebook is generally the last place that us staff are going to look and take care of things. So email is the best way to get a hold of us if you do need us to help you get into a heat assignment. We also will have Valentine coffee. We have coffee from him from Valentine every year, which is awesome. So even if you're not partaking, come have a cup on us, come hang out. So we always have extra coffee that we're throwing down the toilet because we didn't drink it all. So come and be a part of that. We also will have Dr. Gianmarco, who is a chiro and movement specialist, doing 10-minute time slots for as long as needed, or however long the workout is each week, to help see if you have any ailments, issues with your shoulder, whatever it may be. He can get you primed and prepped for the workout. He can also take a look at you and help any of those nagging injuries that you have had. We could also use more judges. That way those that are partaking and having to work out can be in the community a little bit more. Otherwise, we tend to judge this person, judge that person, and then we got to warm up and go, and it just kind of makes Saturday just go quickly. So that way you know, we can all be a part of it a little bit more in that sense. And then with it, just having fun. Every year people PR, they place higher than they thought that they would. They surprise themselves on a specific movement. So if we get comfortable, we don't change. And so we challenge you to get uncomfortable and see what you're capable of. The after party is going to be after the last workout, so March 4th. That the time on that is dependent on how long that workout will take, but generally it happens right after the last heat of the workout. Badger staff is providing Jimmy John's subs, but we're asking people to sign up to bring chips, side dishes, desserts, you know, anything that you want to drink. So it has already been a Facebook invite made for that and a spreadsheet. I can also put that on the front desk, but ideally we would like to know who's coming, how many people in your party, so that we can make sure we have enough sandwiches ordered. So email us with any of the above information that I've already talked about. And then finally, we have the quarterfinals. So each year we've had some people make it to the next level, which is also an online weekend of X amount of workouts. And the top 10% make it to that next level. So the 18 to 34-year-old group, they will happen 2 weeks after the last workout. So there's basically a week off in between the last open workout and the actual quarterfinals. Even if you're older like me, so I'm 37 and a half, and I made it to the 18 to 34 group last year. So you may have that option to be a part of that as well. So I will make sure to get our group together, everybody that did make it, and we'll throw down together. So if people want to watch us do that, that's cool too. And then there will be another off week sandwiched between the individual quarterfinals and the age group quarterfinals. So if you're 35 plus and you sign up, that's a whole nother weekend of workouts, a Friday to Sunday, where you throw down for a weekend and see how you stack up against people in your age group. So it's always fun to be a part of that and just see, you know, how you do year to year. But other than that, we are just looking forward to another awesome open. Make sure you pay attention to the themes. The first week is 80s theme, so think neon, lots of spandex, big hair. So make sure you're paying attention to the themes, and we look forward to seeing everybody improve and just have fun.